Hey everybody, hello out there. This is Barb Ryder, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I hope this Thursday evening finds you well. If you are joining me live, please let me know that you are here. And if you're watching the replay, I would love to have your comments to see who's catching me today. I am looking to see if I can find the comments. Welcome. Let's see here. I am not. Okay. Well, hopefully I am streaming just fine. Let me find us on Facebook Live. Okay, here we are. Hello, hello. I can't, looks like I'm glitching when I'm looking. Okay, so sorry for the quietness, but I'm looking on my phone. Hello, Margaret and Nancy. Hi, thank you for sharing. On my phone, it doesn't look like I'm streaming just fine, but hopefully it is. Well, anyway, welcome, welcome. I am glad to be here, and I've got 3 projects for you, and I hope that you will enjoy some of the techniques that I have to share. And if it's glitchy, I'm just going to apologize right now. We did a test a little while ago. It looked like it was working just fine. But when I'm watching it on my phone, there's a little bit of lag. So hopefully it's okay. So if I'm also recording this that I'll upload onto YouTube, so hopefully everything will be great. Hi, Sue. I'm just looking to see who's on here. Well, let's talk about, if you're a demonstrator, you know that the digital annual catalog came out on the 17th, so we can see that now. There's a lot of things that aren't there, it seems, though, but we have to wait and be patient. I'm sure some of it's still going to show up, hopefully in the online portion. There's always things that retire. There's always things that carry over. So we can hear your phone echo. Okay, I'm going to turn my phone down because I have, there we go. Okay, Nancy, let me know if you're hearing it now. You should not be hearing it. I turned it down on my phone so that, okay, I don't know. Yeah, so let me know if you hear any echo now. Is it, I'm hoping that I'm not glitching on or freezing on your end. So I'm going to go ahead and turn down the camera and we'll get started with our projects. Hello, Sue. All right. So let's see here. Let's go here. And so I'm still up here and I'm a little bit slower when I turn this down onto my hands, it seems like. However, I'm understanding it could be Facebook issues because earlier it was not doing that when I did my live test. So thank you so much for sharing, you guys. I see a couple of you shared. I appreciate that. We're going to start off with one of the stamp sets that we got for our Creativity Now last year, and it also is available online with designer paper, a whole big suite, which is really nice. This first card we're going to do is, let me turn this down a little bit. See if I can get it so it doesn't glare. There we go. This is the Winterly Treetops. And this is giving it a glare. Nope, that is my above light. I can't win for losing, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's no glare. Winterly Treetops. I need to try something here. And we're going to make our first card using the designer paper along with one of the retiring colors that is going to be leaving us that I love. Hi, June. And that is the Pebble Path. So let's grab the stamp sets and get busy with, now, I don't know, because this is an online exclusive, I don't know if you guys have seen this. Um, Give me 1 second here. I want to try something, you guys, just a moment and see what is happening here. It looks like it got out of focus when I turned the camera down to there. Let's hope that works. Okay. Um, all right. I can't, I've got it on the Facebook setting on screen. Not that you care, but I just want you to understand why I'm doing some maneuvering here. Okay. Anyway, this is an online exclusive. You can find all these online. If you go to my website right up there and click shop now, you can type in Winterly Treetops and you'll get all the items that are in the suite, the bundle, all the different things. Alrighty. So, and at first glance, it seems wintry, but this can be totally made not winter. There are several dyes. You've got some sprigs of leaves. It's the pretty cool background, kind of a background um, dye. I can't talk. And then you have things that will cut out the birds themselves, and these do cut out some of the designer paper. Then the stamps, I'm going to turn it over and you can see you can see them. I've taken out the couple that we're going to use here, but the stamps are a little bit bigger. They're actually 85% compared to the front. So they're 85% bigger. That's what you see here. Okay. All right, let's grab what we need. We're going to be using this and this and this. We also will be using my cutter, and that is going to give us our little kind of a technique, I guess. Let me grab my cutter. What I have here is 8.5 by 5.5. This is the pebbled path, and I've just scored it at 4.25, so fold it in half. And then I have a piece of basic white. Let me grab my ruler here, but 4 by 5.25. And then I have a piece of copper clay. Now this is also a color that's leaving us. This is one of the in colors that will be leaving us the end of April. Actually, May 4th, I believe, is the last day you can order from the current annual catalog and mini catalog. But copper clay is one of the in colors that's leaving. This one is 3.75 by 5. And then I just have a scrap. We're going to be stamping our sentiment. Now I've taken, and this is the birch wood, I believe it's called, 3D folder that is in this suite. This is 1.5 inches by 4.5, and I've just run it through. You can see the embossed part of it here. Okay, and then here is a piece of our designer paper that we're going to use. The back side just has some kind of neutral little, it looks like bird feet print, maybe. I don't know. So this piece of designer paper is 3 by 4.75. We're going to cut this down into 3 1-inch strips. So because I have the inches over on this side, I'm going to go ahead and use it. So I'm going to go to 1 inch, and it doesn't matter where the images are. It's okay. We're going to cut 1 inch. Then we're going to move it over 1 inch and make our last cut. So you got 3 1-inch strips. Okay. If I can get a hold of it. There we go. All right, that's all we needed to do with this designer paper. Now, you could do this technique with any designer paper. It doesn't have to have images on it like this. Hi, Taryn. Are you glitching on your end? Because it's freezing on my laptop as I am looking at this. So I'm just curious. Okay, here's what we got. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually just attach these onto our copper clay. Let me grab my silicone mat here. And I think my adhesive is over here behind me. Now I'm going to take these three pieces and we're just going to put them in the correct order onto this paper right here. And you know me, I like to take a look beforehand before I glue everything down and see how much space I need. But I do want some space in between. This is what gives it this really cool kind of technique look. Let me make sure. Okay. So yeah, about 1/8 of an inch apart on each one. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start on this side. Bring this up here. All righty. This is just going to get, like I said, about 1/8 of an inch is what I want on the side and in the middle. Now, top and bottom, you're going to go a little more than 1/8. It's a little bit longer. Okay, so there's that one. Let's do the same on the other side. Opposite side, put it that way. And again, this is going to come over about 1/8 of an inch. I'm trying to kind of match it up with the same how I did over here, making sure I'm lining up okay. All right, and then this goes in the center. And by having this little bit of copper clay right in between our images, it just really gives it a different kind of a technique look. Just some interest in our focal point. Okay, see that? Just gives you a little bit different interest. Okay, so that part is done. Next, we're going to stamp with our pebble path. Now, I want the thinking of you, and again, instead of using a marker, which you could, I do have the marker, and I'm using it on the what's it called here? Actually, I'm going to use the marker because that's really close. So I'm not even going to use my ink pad. I am going to grab my marker. And again, markers for these in colors are going away. Oh, behind me here. Let's grab the pebble path. Now these markers also have a nice tip on one end for writing and coloring small areas. Then you have the other side with the brush tip, and that's for all of our markers. I'm just going to take the side of my marker and I want to color in the thinking of you. And I'm using kind of the side of my brush tip end. Now, as you do this technique, it seems like your ink is drying quickly and you can never keep it wet enough, looking wet enough before you get it, you're ready to stamp it. But that's okay, because what you do is you do the huffing technique to give it a little moisture. And here's my scrap. And I'm just going to go like that and stamp my sentiment. And there you are. It doesn't say always on there. It just says thinking of you. And then let me grab my scissors because we are going to fussy cut this out. Alrighty. So I'm just going to come around and I'm just kind of going to follow to give a little interest in the words. I'd be curious to know how many of you actually got this bundle or suite during the purchasing time, which it's still available, but or for Creativity Now last year. We have a new one that's coming up in June, and I believe it is June 21st. I'm excited about the stamp set that we'll be using for the Creativity Now coming up in June. I believe it's an all occasion, which I can't wait. I think it's going to be a good one. All right, so there's my sentiment. Trash. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we are going to use, this is the Natural Tones linen thread that comes with this. Hi, Diana. You got it, Nancy? we're going to use the copper clay, and this does come with the suite. It coordinates with all the paper and all the things that comes in this Winterly Treetop suite. I'm going to make a bow, single layer, but I want some long tassels down, so I'm going to leave a little bit of that. I'm going to leave it longer, put it that way. Bring this there, bring this down to here. Let me see, cut this off. Alrighty, so that's what I want. I might, whoops, cut the bottoms. I gotta grab my scissors, they fell on the floor. Okay. All right, you have the sweet Margaret. Did you stamp, Margaret, I'm curious, did you do the projects that were with the Creativity Now back last year with this whole suite? All right, there's my goodies there. Let's put this back over here in the little baggie. Keep a little bit of organization, right? This is for the inside of my card, but before I do that, I am going to stamp these little, to me, those look like pussy willows, but I don't know what they are exactly, but we are going to use the Pebble Path for that. And I'm going to, how far down? Okay, I'm going to stamp one. Grab me some scrap paper here because I need to go off the page, off of my cardstock. Okay, there we go. And then before I re-ink this, I want to stamp down there. I am going to re-ink this again, and I'm going to let's see here. I'm just going to do a little one down there and then stamp off, and then I'm going to come back up in between. I'm just giving it a little bit of interest on the inside of the card. Okay. You used it for Christmas. Okay, very good. Now, another thing you can do when you have these open images, here's a tip if you haven't done this before. We're going to use the blender pens, and all this is it like a glycerin pen, and when you use it and you can pull in that gray. It pulls the colors. It works best with the darker colors to do just this technique. So all I'm doing is rubbing this around where the ink is at, and it actually makes this darker. I'm going to see if I bring this up close to see if you can see how it's colored in some. See there? It just kind of fills it in a little bit, and that's what I want. Okay, time to go inside the card. And hello, Elsie. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so this goes centered in the inside of my card with that little bit of 1/4 inch, not 1/4 inch, but whatever it is, all the way around. There's that. This is going to go on the front of our card, but this is going to go down first to give a little more interest. And let's kind of guesstimate where I want this. I want it kind of in the middle, just like that. There we go, right there. Making sure I'm kind of equal on the top and bottom. There we are. Then this will go down flat. This is our focal point. Super easy card, but it gives a nice little wow, I think. And there is, let's come over this way a little more. Just like that. Okay, that's what we have so far. Move this over. Now, putting this down, you can do one of two things. You could take a little bit of a glue dot and you can put that behind like this. I think I want it to be kind of like that. Let me see. I want this over here. Kind of like that. Okay. I'm going to grab a glue dot. I got those behind me here. And let's put this down onto the designer paper. And, okay. That's going to kind of come right over here. Alrighty, see why I wanted those strings to tassel down? It really looks cool. And now I'm just going to take some mini dimensionals and pop this up right behind me here. Hey, welcome you guys. I see some more of you joined. Hello there. Another tip is making sure that I have the flat side against the flat side. That way, the likeliness of it kind of going, the points of the dimensional going off the edges is very minimal. So that's why I do that. And let's do one right here where it's a little bit wider. And one more at the very end. See if I can get this in here. See if it works. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can't see the dimensionals behind. Okay. Maybe down there a little bit you can. Anyway, this is going to go kind of over the bow. And even though this is kind of like a bow, I still think that you could use this as a masculine card if you wanted to. Let me do, that's too close. Let's do this. I don't want it to be right on top of my bird's head, if that makes any sense. There we go. I want it a little bit higher there. Okay, I've got it. Okay, so there is the front of our card. Now, you could add gems if you want to. I'm not going to add any gems on this one because it could be a masculine card. It doesn't have to be a feminine card. And then you have the inside. So there's card number 1. Easy layout, easy technique. All right, now I need to grab my cleaner before I move along because you know me, I'll be making a mess somewhere. All right, next, the next card that we have, thank you. I appreciate that. The next card that we have will be featuring sketched butterflies. Okay, now we have a different butterfly set that's been on the, it has some amazing dies in it to do some different kind of cards and that that's out there right now. This one is currently available and it does have some pretty dies. Any butterfly set will work with this technique. I only have the one. Sometimes there's two things of dies. There's only one. All right. This is 90%. Images are 90%. So this is almost true to size, but when you turn it over, you can see it's a little bit bigger. Okay. And I store my cling stamps like this so that I can put them back in here, or if I look on the back, I can see what's missing. All right, let's do this. This card, let's see, let's put these out of the way now. Keep my card where I know to show you at the end. This is going to use Smoky Slate and Coastal Cabana for this card, and I just have to get this. This is one of the cards we did in my in-person class that I do monthly, and they make 2 cards, 5 designs, and it's my in-person class that is the class itself is free with the purchase. So they get 10 cards free with the qualifying order if they choose to place an order, or it's $25. So, all right, let's start out. I've got 2 pieces here. I believe that these are, let's see, 3.5 by 4 3/4. So 2 basic white. And then I have the Smoky Slate as our layer, and that's going to be 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. So first thing we're going to do, let me grab my, I'm just going to use my silicone mat here since it's the red rubber. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Donna. Are you still in sunny Florida? It got cold here today. It was nice yesterday though. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Um, okay, we're gonna start out with one of the whites. We're gonna start out with Smoky Slate, and we're gonna use the larger butterfly. Okay, and let's ink that up. Just tap, tap, making sure that you're inked up well. No need to go whoosh, squishing in there. But I know some of you are squishers, some of you are tap tappers, all different. It makes the world go round. All right, so this one, I'm going to take this butterfly. It's going to kind of go at an angle, just like that. Let me clean as I go here, guys. Okay, so we got that butterfly. Now we're going to take our sentiment, and the sentiment I want to use is thank you. I am going to do that in the Smoky Slate, and that will go like right there. Okay, clean. Now we're on to the smaller butterfly, and we are going to go to, well, I'm going to leave that open for a second because we're going to need it for the inside. This is going to be the front. Yes, 77. Oh, enjoy some for me, sis. All right, so this is Coastal Cabana, and I'm simply going to do one pretty butterfly there, ink this up, and I think we'll just kind of do this one straight, but up in the corner there. Now, we're also going to take some Wink of Stella. Wink of Stella is basically just sparkle in a brush, and it stays onto your design. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to put a little sparkle on my butterfly that is Smoky Slate. Okay, and then I'm going to come in and same thing. I'm going to go on the little circle areas of my butterfly here, just to give some sparkle on those butterflies. Okay, that's it for the Wink of Stella. Okay, now this is ready to layer onto the Smoky Slate, just like that. Oops, I got a little fuzzy over here. And these cards are meant to be simpler, especially the ones that I do on my in-person Monday class, because they are doing 10 cards in 2.5 hours. So there is the front. So let's go ahead and just put that down. And then we're going to stamp the inside. And I hope that I have a little technique for you that you'll enjoy. No ribbon on this card, but we do have some beautiful gems. I'm going to grab those in just a moment. Okay, so there's the front, and we'll come back to that. So on the inside, there is this other butterfly stamp. Look at these cute little 4 butterflies, and they're spaced apart enough that you can actually stamp 2 different colors. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it upside down, and this gray butterfly is going to be gray. I'm taking the corner of my ink pad. Now, if you wanted to use markers, you could. I'm just going to take the corner of my ink pad and ink up that butterfly. Okay, just making sure that that butterfly is inked up with gray. Okay, that one's good. Now, same thing. Just going to come in and tap on that butterfly so that it'll be Coastal Cabana. This one, Coastal Cabana, and this one. Okay, and I'm going to stamp this right here on the inside left of my card. Oh, well, it's okay. But there you go. Now you have two-tone inside your card with your fun butterflies. And of course, butterflies are flying every which way. So there you go. Like I said, this is a very easy card, not anything fancy. But when I add these gems, it makes it look like $1 million. So let's do that and see what we get here. Okay, There we go. This goes on the inside. Like those colors together? It does. They're very pretty together, Margaret. Well, hello, Sue Rollison. All right, so this is going to go right in the inside. And again, just put it so that it has equal sides all the way around, like that. And then last but not least, there's two different gems here. We have the adhesive back sparkle gems. We have the Druzy adhesive back embellishments. Now, I will tell you that these Druzy are just stunning. They look like real diamonds. I mean, seriously, they do. They sparkle like real diamonds. So there's that one. And then we have the ones that are a little bit smaller. There's two sizes here, though. And they are also very silver and sparkly. But I don't know which ones. They're about the same. One is bigger than the other. I think I'm actually going to go with this one because these are a little bit bigger to mail. I don't know if you can see how I'm going to turn it that way. You can see they stick up pretty far, but they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then they're the silver and the gold. And they did come out with in the Christmas catalog. However, they're still available. These are some you can still get. Okay. Okay. So oops, I put those in the wrong one, didn't I? I put those in yep, I sure did. Let me take this out of here because I'll have it in the wrong thing. And then I'll tell you that it's the wrong product. Okay. If you guys need a tip on how to use these folders that your dies come in, I keep my adhesive or my gems in here, and then I keep them in a little basket, and it's fabulous. Fabulous. All right, let's put these guys on. Take your pick tool. That is another item that is my best friend in my stamper kit, and I'm trying to find it. I know I put it over here. Oh, it's in the basket. All right, let's put a few of these gorgeous gems on here. Let's see. Let's grab a big one and come right up here. Here's a smaller one like that. Here's another small one. Let's come over here. And there you are. I don't know. I'm going to bring this up a little higher and see if you can see that sparkle. See that? How beautiful those sparkles are? They're gorgeous. And then when you hit it in the right light, you can see the Wink of Stella against those pretty little gems. Card number 2 is done. All right. Okay, now the last card that I have to share with you is featuring another online exclusive, and it is the mixed florals and mixed labels. So these are like a huge bundle. You can get them in a suite, but we're going to use both. Mixed labels has some great sentiments in here, and it has dies there's that one and that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got all these dies that go with the sentiments here. And then you also have the die that is a little leaf that you can use with your flowers here, or just separate as a foo-foo. I don't know what else to call it as you're decorating. So thank you. Thanks, guys. Quick card. Yes. You like this bundle, Margaret? Yes. I have nowhere near played with these as much as I really want to. I love cone flowers. I have them in my garden and I love them. But that's what we're using. Let me show you this one, okay? Because we are using some of the stamps from here and from here. The dies, you have one standalone, and then you have this one and these. This one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that will cut out the images. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll cut out the images. Then you have the ladybugs that you can cut out, the little ladybugs that you stamp. So I'm actually using this piece tonight. And let's see what we've got here. Where are you? Here we go. So again, we're using Coastal Cabana. This is a really bright, cheerful color that coordinates really well with a lot of things. We're going to coordinate and match it up with the yellow ribbon that goes with the, I can't think of this. There's a bundle that's online or in the mini catalog right now. Let me see where my mini catalog is at. Over here. Nope, it's not there. It's disappeared. Anyway, there is a great bundle that's in the mini catalog right now. This is the die cut from the mixed labels. We're going to be using that basic white. Now, this is the celebration paper that had the that you could get the floral 12 by 12, and I am using the green side for this card. All right, the inside is going to be the smaller piece for the inside. This is the front. So let's go ahead and do our front. So you also would need a blending brush if you recreate this card. I have a yellow blending brush. I'm going to be using Daffodil Delight. And I am just going to bring this across, tap it kind of heavy off. And I'm going to start very light and just do a big circle and just keep going wider and wider with this yellow, okay? And on the camera, I don't know if it's easy to see. It's easy to see here. Excuse me. And then I'm going to do this one more time because I'm going to come down a little bit and just start again. Down lower and just lightly, actually I'm going to turn it this way, it's easier, and then just start lightly rubbing and then just push harder as I see the color getting lighter. Okay, all right, I'm going to just kind of go a little bit harder all over. There is more ink in here than you realize. Okay, so you saw how easy that was that I pulled. Let me see if I can bring this up. Can you see the hue of yellow? There you can. When I turn it kind of sideways, you can see there's a hue of yellow in the background, and that just gives it like a sunshine look. Now, some of you say, oh, well, why didn't you use the adhesive sheet on the back of here? You could do that. However, I'm just going to grab my liquid glue here, and I'm going to take this. I want the green side to show. Let's get on here so you guys can see maybe. Bring this over here. And all I'm going to do is make sure that my glue is down at my tip, and it looks like it's trying to ooze out on me. I'm going to just kind of find the open spaces, bigger spaces, put it that way, and I'm just going to tap on some of this liquid glue. And if you can see the glue, you have enough. You don't need to squeeze hard. You just need to have a little bit of presence of that glue, and it's going to hold your design or paper, whatever it is that you are gluing down, okay? And do I have to do the whole thing? No, I'm just going to kind of get some tips here and there, and it's just going to stick wherever for me. And then I do need some, I want to make sure there's some right on that bottom there. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I got some about everywhere. All I really want to do is make sure that it stays down in several of the areas. Okay. And then let's pick this up. We're going to move the stickiness out of the way. My finger's kind of sticky. I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm going to bring this down at the bottom. I need to just grab the tip. I want this down here at the bottom of my basic white that I just did the blending brush in, and then let that fall, and then just tap tap it down where, and the glue will hold for me, okay? All right, so that's what we have. Now, another fun little technique you can do is, I'm going to take a ladybug. This has glue on it, so I'm going to move it out of the way. I've got a couple of the little ladybugs here, and I'm going to stamp one like it's crawling on the leaf. Okay, so this one right here, ink him up, her, it, the ladybug. I actually am going to see if this is dark enough. Okay, good. Ink that up. Now I'm going to stamp this so that my legs are right on the tip of this leaf. So I got to come really close and stamp that little guy right there. And look at that. It's crawling on the leaf. It's so awesome. That's what I want. Another thing that you need is you need a red or poppy red, poppy. I'm going to take real red behind me here, I think. Yep. Take my real red, stamp and blend, and just color my right over the black and the yellow that's there for my little so cute. Oh my gosh. So cute. All right, let me wash this. Okay, that's done. Falling out of my chair here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm looking up over here at the comments once in a while. My phone is over here to the right. Okay, next we need that Coastal Cabana again, and I'm going to use that to stamp my sentiment just to keep it on the bright side. And the sentiment I'm using is from the mixed label, just a note to let you know you're on my mind. Okay, so let's ink that up. Okay, close this up out of the way. Let's hope I get this right. I need to bring this a little closer to me. Turn it right side up. Now, one of the tips I want to tell you, see how much rubber is on the bottom after the words? Keep that in mind when you are trying to center onto a piece like this. So I want to make sure and realize, okay, I've got a little extra here, so I want to keep that in mind as I'm stamping that. Coming up, got to get up about right here. Hopefully I did good. Yay! There you go. And next, we're going to, that's those. We're going to take some dimensionals to put on the back of here. Before we go to the next step, I am missing a piece of yellow for this. So let me grab this off of my little ribbon twirly over here. Let me see, what do we have? Here we go. Got some right here. Okay. I want to take this ribbon and tie this on before I put it on the front of the card. All right. So let's pull this. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use this whole thing and we'll just do a bow here with this. So now one of the things that I learned is that it doesn't, if you are tying this on, but you want it in a certain spot, as long as it's not taped down and you can move the ribbon, we can move it where we want. So all I'm trying to do is get this into a knot so it stays tight enough for me. There we go. Just like that. Okay. I need some better scissors for this one. So let's cut about right there. Okay. I'll keep this here. So let's go ahead and make a bow. I want a bow on this one. Bring that here. And pull it there. Now, if you don't want your ribbon or your bow right there where that's at, the trick I will tell you is that you kind of bend your cardstock, see that? And then you just shift this whichever way you want. See how easy that moves? And then if you decide that you want that in a different spot, you know, or not to move once you have it in that spot, then you can take your mini glue dots, and I'll show you what we're going to do here. I want to turn this around in the back so that it's not, and it can come off your cardstock too, just like that. No big deal. Okay, see, now I have it flat here and flat here. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so there's that. Okay, mini glue dot. I'm going to take my pick tool and the little pokey end piercing side is what it is. I'm going to take this mini glue dot and kind of roll it up a little bit. And then I'm going to place that on my bow, where the bow is at, and then just kind of glue it down, and then it's going to hold that right in place for me. So use those glue dots. They work fabulous. I am going to trim down this a little, and the other side. Okay, there we go. And we're not done. We need those dimensionals I mentioned here. Let me grab some big ones if I got some here. Big. Nope, those are little. Here we go. 1 and 2 should be good. That sentiment's going to go up here on the right. This little ladybug is the cutest darn thing. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And then this will be for the front of the card. We're going to stamp on the inside also. Where's my adhesive? Right here. You ever do that? You got something right in front of your face and you can't see it? I do it all the time. All right, this is going to go on the front of our Coastal Cabana. And look at that. It looks so happy. And there we are. There's the front. Okay. Now on the inside, we are going to go ahead and bring this back in here. Where is my other little thing? I want, oh, I don't think I put it on a block. Okay, let me grab this. We're going to use this big leaf here. I guess it's a big leaf. Let me grab a stamp, just like that. We are going to go ahead with this Coastal Cabana. And let's put this on the inside of our card. Okay. Let's see here. I think I want it this way. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do this, stamp it. And I think I'm going to ink it up a little more and just bring a little more at the top there, just like that, just so we have some interest, like I said, in the inside of our card. Now, you could use, if you're doing these cards and you're using the same technique, go ahead and grab that blender pen and pull some of that color so that you have a little extra color on the inside. You can also, you guys realize that you can also see how you got a little ink in the inside of your thing. You can color in a little bit. So I'm going to grab and just kind of bring some color on here where there's a, on the inside of the leaf, just like that. Super easy coloring. You can use your blends and all that good stuff because it's going to cover up on the inside because you won't see the back side of this. If you know what I mean. Sometimes when you use your blend, it's going to show through the back side, which actually I'll show you in just a second. Because we are going to use our another ladybug. We're going to use the one that's kind of flying. We have one that's kind of flying over here. And I'm going to ink that one up. I feel like it's not. There we go. And this one is kind of flying. And I'm going to have him kind of flying towards the leaf there, just like that. And let's take the red blend. That's why I left out here. And we're going to color these leaves. Oh my gosh, it's so stinking cute. There, just like that. So it kind of coordinates with the front. If I can get a hold of it. See that little flying ladybug? He's so cute. Ladybugs are supposed to be ladies, right? Hi, Carol. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Oh, you know what? Let me share. Here's another tip. Let me put this on the inside and I'll tell you what that little piece is. I forgot about it. And I'll tell you what it's all about. Okay, so when you run this through the die, you have all these pieces right here that come out. So this is one of those pieces. So I could put some glue on here, and if I wanted to just add another piece coming off of this side right here, like that, I could glue that down right here. If you just want to overlap here and bring another one up in the front, you could use those pieces that pop out of here and glue them on. So that's what that was inside there. I did not do. So, but that is card number 3. And I have the 3 cards for you tonight. So that is all the stamping. Hopefully, if you're watching the replay, just let me know. I love to know who's here and who is watching and liking and not liking and all the good things. Let me see, excuse me, if I can grab all 3 cards that we did. And again, this is online exclusive with some of our catalog product. Their second card. The sketch butterflies are in the catalog, I believe, in our main annual catalog, along with their little adhesive back. What were these called? Adhesive back sparkle gems in the silver and black and gold. That's what they come in, the 3 colors. And then here is another online exclusive. So go to my website right up here and shop now, and you click and you sort like what you want to look at and look for the online exclusives, and you're going to see all the different online products. So I'm hoping that this is coming in clear. I'm going to kind of make this bigger. I think I'm going to bring this in a little closer, just like that. And that's our 3 cards for tonight. What do you think? Oh, you know what? I just realized this is Coastal Cabana. This is Summer Splash, okay? See if you can tell the difference when I turn it over. Can you see the difference in the color? This is Summer Splash, and I thought it was Coastal Cabana. This is Coastal Cabana. Oh my gosh. When I put them side by side, I could tell that. All right. I hope that you enjoyed this evening. I hope that you will try some of the techniques or tips that I shared and just make a fun card. Thank you, Donna and Margaret and Nancy, everyone. I'm so happy that you like them. I enjoy this. I'm hoping that all my technical issues are clearing up finally, and I'll be able to be here consistent again, once again. All right, let's go here. Say, see you guys later. I appreciate you spending your Thursday evening, or if you're watching the replay, um, spending the time with me. So, all right, I don't see any questions or anything. So you guys have a fabulous evening. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.